Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome and ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban to Madrasa TV show. Today is Tuesday, boys and girls. Would like to welcome you to our show called Madrasa TV show. This is a show where we bring you madrasa right in front of your TV screen so you can learn a lot of things you don't learn in a madrasa. Boys and girls, today in this show, we are going to learn about the Muslim world. We're going to learn, inshallah ta'ala, and explore a country, and we're going to learn about Muslims in that country and the culture of that country and so many other things. Boys and girls, we will be learning a daily dua, inshallah ta'ala, so make sure you guys attend and make sure you guys, inshallah ta'ala, are ready to learn a dua. Today we're going to learn an important dua, inshallah ta'ala, to start your day. Guys, we'll be learning Surah Al-Adiyat today, inshallah. So those of you who wish to recite with me, make sure you call me in early and you can recite, inshallah ta'ala, on the number that you see on the screen. Call me in, let me hear your recitation and let me give you feedback on your recitation. Boys and girls, you can call us on the WhatsApp number or the landline number, inshallah ta'ala. So let's go, boys and girls. The first segment is going to be really fun. Did I tell you guys about Bunny? Well, Bunny is going to be with us throughout the show to give you badges if you participate. Quickly, before we start the show, hit the like and share button. For those of you watching me live on YouTube, hit the share button, inshallah ta'ala. Share this across your social media. Put it up on your WhatsApp, put it up on your Instagram, wherever you can put it, inshallah ta'ala. Do that, hit the like and share button. And let's go. Oh, no. Give me a second. Why is it updating for... Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Just taking some time. Let's go to... Alright, welcome to the class, guys. Today we are going to be learning about a country in Africa. There are a lot of countries in Africa, so which country are we talking about? Well, surprisingly, there are about 4 countries with the exact same name as the country we're about to learn about right now. Would you believe that? I wouldn't believe that. Let's have a look, inshallah ta'ala. So today we are going to be learning about this particular country. See if you guys can figure out the name of this country. Does anyone know the name of this country? It's not that difficult, guys. Let's see. I'm sure some of you know this country. And it looks like some of you have even been to this country. Guys, the country is in West Africa. Let's see. Can you see the country? Oh, just realized there's so many countries in West Africa. Somewhere here. Can it be the Gambia? No, we learned about Gambia last week. Can it be Cote d'Ivoire? No, we learned about that. Can it be Ghana? We learned about Ghana. Nigeria, we learned about it. Boys and girls, we are going to be learning about Guinea. This is what we're learning about today. A country called Guinea. Okay? There are a lot of interesting facts about this country, along with the fact that there are about 85% of people who live in this particular country are all Muslims. Did you know that? The country is literally right here. Be a lot of fun. So let's go, inshallah ta'ala, and explore this country even more. How do we say this? Guinea. Tayyib. Remember the other countries, Guinea, something, so don't mix them up. Remember the flag, yeah? Okay. Let's see how many people live there. About 13 million people live there. Almost the population of London. Almost. So, the country is populated. Boys and girls, we're going to learn about the capital and the language that people speak. Konairu. Sorry. The capital of Guinea is Conakry. Did I say that right? I think I did. Okay. Conakry. Guys, the capital is Conakry. And the official language of this country is French, because the French used to rule the country and they used to live there. Anyway, we continue. Guys, have a look at this. Guinea has the largest deposits of biscuit and iron ore in the world, and is a gold and diamond producer. I'm going there today. Did anyone get excited when you read that? Boys and girls, they got a lot of interesting things. So there's a lot of potential in that country. They can produce a lot of these interesting material and sell them to other countries, make a lot of money. Interesting, isn't it? All right. Apparently you shouldn't pronounce A, so it's Guinea. So the Grand Mosque de Conakry is the big mosque there. So if you ever go to Guinea, not Guinea, you can go and pray in that masjid. And also have a look at this. Boys and girls, looks like everything is vegetarian, so I'm going there for the diamonds and the gold. So you have buraki with rice, which looks like palak with chawal, and then you have yatisi, which looks like aloo with some salan. Guys, it has one of the largest gold and diamond. Oh, right. Okay, they do produce gold and diamond. So I'm quite interested in that. Guys, may Allah bless you all. We're going to go, inshallah ta'ala, draw the flag of this country. And what we're going to do, we are going to get you, inshallah ta'ala, all to submit your work on the WhatsApp number that we will see on the screen. So, we didn't learn much about this country, but just like so many other countries, and Muslims exist, way more Muslims live in countries that are not officially, Muslim countries. It's interesting to know that about 85% of people who live here are actually Muslims. So that's quite shocking, isn't it? Now we're going to draw the flag of this country and write some of the information we learn. So looks like the flag of this country is very, very simple. Red, yellow, green. Oh my God, the easiest flag ever. Divide the flag in 3. There you go. Red, yellow, green. This is a different green. Yeah, different green. Slightly darker. Well done, guys, well done. Okay, so once you draw the flag, how many people live there? About 13 million. And if you ever go to this country, where you're going to land? You're going to land in Conakry. Conakry. The capital, Al-Asima, is Conakry. And then you have, the official language, اللغة الرسمية. You say لغة فرنسية. And we can also say what? Of course. Now, the next few more interesting facts. This country is rich of a lot of, I'll let you guys have a look. So if I zoom into Guinea, or Guinea, what you can see is all green. So there are a lot of forest, which means it's full of animals who live in the forest. So if you're ever interested in, I don't know, going to say salam to elephants, zebra, something like that, go to Guinea, inshallah ta'ala, and you can do that there. And I also have one of the largest rivers in Africa. I'm trying to find the river and I can't see it. Might be this white line here. Nah. So they do have a river there, which means no wonder they have so much greenery there. And you know what? Just like every country, this country is blessed with a lot of things. May Allah give people who live in Guinea good life, decent life, inshallah ta'ala, and life of ease. Boys and girls, this is all what we have to learn about a country in West Africa. Come back, inshallah ta'ala, after the break, boys and girls, so we can learn a dua. A very important dua, Make sure you guys attend after the break. And also remember, we are going to be learning, inshallah ta'ala, Surah Al-Adiyat. So go ahead, call me in if you wish to recite. The number is on the screen. I think yesterday we got everyone to recite apart from one reciter. So if anyone wants to recite, call in early. I'll be teaching you some Tajweed rules in Surah Al-Adiyat first before I take you to a segment where you can recite. Boys and girls, recite and reflect segment is going to be the last segment. Come back after the break so we can learn dua. And by the way, if you draw the flag of this country, if you made some notes, don't just keep them to yourself. Send them to me on the WhatsApp number that you see on the screen. Send them so Bunny can have a look and we can give you some feedback, inshallah ta'ala, on your work. Boys and girls, time for a short break. We'll be back, inshallah ta'ala. No one have eaten the apple since the beginning of this segment. We'll see you all after a short break. Be back in a few minutes for dua segment. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Madrasa TV show. I don't know why we are in this classroom, boys and girls. Let's go back, inshallah ta'ala. You're watching Madrasa TV show live on Eman Channel. And now we are going to go and learn a dua, a very important dua. We're going to write this dua. I want you guys to grab your pen, pencils. Be ready. Prepare yourself to write a dua, boys and girls. If you want to recite this dua with me on the live show, call me in right now. Some of you call in already. Some of you are going to call in. Call in so you can read the dua with me and I can correct you, and maybe you can start practicing this dua every day. Beautiful dua, boys and girls. So let's go to our dua segment. I'll bring up the number, inshallah ta'ala, in the next segment. Let's go. One of the most beautiful practices that you can do every single day, or maybe before you go to bed, is to count at least 10 blessings of Allah Azza wa Jal. You'd be surprised how much your life can change if you start doing this. If you just count the blessings of Allah Azza wa Jal consciously, the good things that Allah gave you throughout the day, and when you wake up in the morning, the good things that Allah Azza wa Jal have already given you, you would be surprised how many times what we have. So this is you, and this is what you have already behind your back, and then this is all what you want. So this is you, okay, and this is what you have. There's nothing wrong when someone wants more. There's nothing wrong in wanting more in life, okay? And every time you have something more, maybe this, you add a green dot on the other side, on this side, and that's absolutely fine. You ask Allah, and Allah Azza wa Jal is Kareem, and He is Al-Ghani, so He'll give you. But sometimes what happens, just because you can want something and you can have it, you are constantly jumping onto the next thing that you want, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and there is no end to this. Interesting, isn't it? There's no end to how many round circles here you want. You just want all of them, and still you want more. And so what happens? Greed kicks in. And you become that person who just wants everything, even if you don't know why you want it, but you just want it. Let alone that you want to take it from other people. You just want more and more and more. And so, what would be quite beautiful is that rather than accumulating more green circles, is to take a moment every morning and start realizing how much of this green things that Allah Azza wa Jalla have given you already. Allahu Akbar. And this would be a beautiful practice. You know what's going to happen? The first time you're going to do this exercise, you're not going to be able to find 10 things to be grateful for. You're going to say, I bought this, and I have this, and I have that. And then you'll stop. Only to realize that you are neglecting some of the basic blessings that Allah Azza wa Jalla have gifted you. Basics. And I'm going to give you an example. Allah Azza wa Jalla have given you eyes. Do you know how valuable that is? Do you know how much money would you have to spend if you can't see properly with your eyes? Example, the fact that you are not feeling any toothache. All your teeth are okay and they're not giving you pain. Do you know how much pain, how much trouble would you have to face if one of your teeth is hurting? Allahu Akbar. Pain is really, really painful. I experienced that 4 years ago and I can still remember that pain. You know what will happen if your ear is working perfectly fine, but then there's a drum inside your ear that gets damaged a little bit? Allahul Musta'an. Look at that. You know what happens if your hands stop working? The fact that you can use your finger, you can pick things. So you are living a very blessed life without even realizing, such a rich life. Another analogy would be, if you work hard for the rest of your life and you spend the next 50 years working hard every single day, and let's say Allah Azza wa Jal gives you return of your hard work, and now you have 50 million in your bank account, which doesn't happen, but let's say you, by the end of your hard working life, you have 50 million. Interesting, isn't it? Now think of all the things you can buy. Now let me ask you this, for the 50 million that you have, if someone say to you, let me take your hand, give me your hand today and I'll give you 50 million. Just an example. You would say, no, that's not happening. What if someone say, give me 3 of your fingers, I'll give you, no. What does that mean? It means all your hard work and all the things that you can have in your life are not as valuable as what you have already. Huge blessing. And sometimes people who are struggling in their life, some people who are struggling with their health in this life, will know the value of health more than others. So say Alhamdulillah. And today's dua is a dua that inshallah ta'ala you should memorize, because this dua reflects this blessing of Allah. Allahumma, repeat after me. Ma asbaha bi min ni'matin aw bi ahadin min khalqik فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر. Let's say it one more time. Allahumma ma asbaha bi min ni'matin aw bi ahadin min khalqik فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر. What a beautiful dua, oh Allah. What blessing I or any of your creation have risen upon or have given me is from you alone, without any partners. So for you is all praises and unto you all thanks. What a beautiful dua. Allahu Akbar. Allahumma ma asbaha bi min ni'matin. You wake up every morning, the fact that you can breathe, the fact that you can open your eyes, you can move your body. What a huge blessing. أو بأحد من خلقك. For example, your mom will prepare breakfast for you. For example, your dad will leave the house before you even wake up sometimes to go and earn, so you can buy clothes, so you can live a decent life. Allahu Akbar. All of that is by the blessing of Allah, is because Allah Azza wa Jal is guiding them to do it for you. Huh? Allahu Akbar. فَمِنْكَ وَحْدَكَ لَا شَرِيكَ لَكَ فَلَكَ الْحَمْدُ وَلَكَ الشُّكْرُ. Let's write this dua down. Allahumma. Allahumma. So I'm going to write it here using a pencil, and you guys can copy the same thing. Allahumma ma asbaha bi min ni'matin aw bi ahadin, on the next line, أو بأحد من خلقك فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر. Allahu Akbar. What a beautiful dua. And maybe if you are a little bit creative, which I'm sure all of you are, you can draw a nice scenery that reflects this dua. And when should you say this dua? So mashallah, tabarakallah, this is the scenery that you see when you wake up in the morning. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. I don't know where you live, but something like this every morning.
60 seconds.
The greenery and the beautiful sun. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. And then the sunlight. And mashallah, there we go.
30 seconds.
And to add a bit of more taste to this, pick a white color and add some stars.
20 seconds.
And sun rays, mashallah. And at the end, maybe add some birds flying around. Boys and girls, short break, inshallah ta'ala. We will be back to continue. May Allah bless you all. See you all after a short break in the next segment. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Madrasa TV show. Let's get some callers to recite dua with us before we go to the next segment, boys and girls. Our next segment is going to be Surah Al-Adiyat segment, and we call it Tajweed segment, where I'll teach you Tajweed. And you can, inshallah ta'ala, call and recite that surah and get some feedback on your recitation. And that is going to be our next segment. I'll teach you Tajweed rule in Surah Al-Adiyat. We'll apply it, inshallah ta'ala, and then you can call and recite. For those of you who are eager to recite the dua, come with me, inshallah ta'ala. keep this number on the screen. Let's go to our first caller, and before we do that, let's go to dua segment. Let's go to the segment. Bismillah. Subhanallah. Abdul Rahman. He's talking too much. Abdul Rahman, focus with me. Ya Habibi. So, Ikram, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Who's on the line?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. My name is Abdul Wahid.
Abdul Wahid, mashallah, tabarakallah. Abdul Wahid, can you say this dua or shall we say it together?
I can say.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Starting with Allahumma.
Allahumma asbaha.
Ma asbaha.
ما أصبح به من نعمة وبأحد.
Give me a second. I think this is much better. Okay, wait a second. It'll come up on your screen. Go ahead. Can you say it?
اللهم ما أصبح بي من نعمتي أو بأحد من خلقك نمنك وحدك لا شريك لك
فلك الحمد ولك الشكر.
لك الحمد ولك الشكر.
MashaAllah. Anyone else on the line?
Me.
Who's me?
Ikram.
Ikram, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, fine.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Let's hear the dua from you.
Okay. Allahumma ma asbaha bihi min ni'mati أو بأحد من خلقك فبك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. ما شاء الله تبارك الله. ما شاء الله. We have a student here named Abdul Rahman, who's very smart. So maybe Abdul Rahman can read. Abdul Rahman! Okay, now he's quiet. Who's next? Who's on the line? Assalamu alaikum. Ali,
assalam.
Ali, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah. And how are you, Ustaz?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Ali, you ready?
Yes, I thought I'll be the first caller because of the lines that they got cut as well.
Yeah, line sometimes cuts. It's fine. It's fine. Allahumma.
Allahumma, and then Ibrahim will read the dua after me.
MashaAllah. Ma asbaha.
Ma
bi.
bi.
Min.
Min.
نعمة.
نعمة.
أو.
أو بأحد.
ما شاء الله. من خلقك.
من خلقك.
فمنك.
فمنك.
وحدك.
وحدك.
لا
شريك لك.
ما شاء الله. فلك الحمد.
فلك الحمد.
ولك الشكر.
ولك الشكر.
A gold badge for you. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام.
إبراهيم السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم.
Assalam, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah.
Stay on the line because I'm going to get you guys to recite Surah Al-Adiyat. Are you ready?
Is it surah time?
No, not surah, but dua time. Let's read it together.
Okay.
اللهم
اللهم
ما أصبح
أصبح
بي
ما أصبح من
ما أصبح
ما أصبح
بي
بي
من نعمة
من نعمة
أو بأحد
أو بأحد
من خلقك
من خلقك
فمنك
فمنك
وحدك
وحدك
لا شريك
لا شريك
لك
لك
فلك الحمد
فلك الحمد
ولك الشكر.
ولك الشكر.
Stay on the line. I go back for you. Hawa is next. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you, Ustaz?
I'm very well. And how are you, Hawa?
I'm fine, Alhamdulillah.
Hawa, ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Together, or can you read it on your own?
I can read it on my own.
Go ahead.
Okay, inshallah. اللهم ما أصبح بي من نعمة أو بأحد من خلقك فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. MashaAllah. Stay on the line. We're going to get you to recite, boys and girls, recite what? Surah Al-Adiyat. I hope you guys are ready. Chalo chalte hain. Tajweed segment, guys. Let's go. Inshallah, Abdul Rahman will recite in this segment. Let's go.
به أن ينفع الطلاب والأجر والقبول والثواب.
Boys and girls, Bismillah. Surah Al-Adiyat segment. I'll put up the number on the screen so you can call and recite. Abdul Rahman can recite as well. But let's start inshallah ta'ala by recitation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Abdul Rahman, pay attention. والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير. Barakallahu feekum, boys and girls. Let's highlight, inshallah ta'ala, some of the qalqala letters. We have a lot of bouncing letters here. We're going to highlight them in red together. وَالْعَادِيَاتِ ضَبْحًا فَالْمُورِيَاتِ قَدْحًا. MashaAllah, Abdul Rahman is paying attention. فَالْمُغِيرَاتِ صُبْحًا. Pay attention, guys. فَأَثَرْنَ بِهِ. No, not نَقْعَ. Who said نَقْعَ? نَقْعَ. I heard someone saying فَوَسَطْنَ. فَوَسَطْنَ بِهِ جَمْعَ. Not جَمَعَ, it's جَمْعَ. إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لِرَبِّهِ لَكَنُودٌ وَإِنَّهُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ لَشَهِيدٌ. Come back after a short break. We'll highlight the rest of the bouncing letters. Stay with us. Come back after the break to recite. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Tajweed segment. This is Madrasa TV show, and we are going to start our final segment. But before I do that, let me show you some Tajweed rules. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَإِنَّهُ لِحُبِّ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ. Highlighting bouncing letters. أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُ is a mistake. أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُ إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير. So I've highlighted all the bouncing letters here for you in red. Let's see how many of you recite this surah and pronounce these bouncing letters accurately, and let's find that out in our recite and reflect segment.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Bismillah. Boys and girls, let's start inshallah ta'ala with Hawa. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Hawa, how are you today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Can you recite Surah Al-Adiyat on your own?
Yes, I can recite it.
Go ahead.
Okay, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعاديات ضبحا فالموريات قدحا فالمغيرات صبحا فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير صدق الله العظيم.
May Allah preserve you. And I'll give you a gold badge. Boys and girls, let's have a look at some feedback, inshallah ta'ala, here. فأثرنا. We read this ra as ra, not ra. فأثرنا. We don't say لربه. لربه. Ra. Barakallahu feeki. We take the next caller. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالك يا أستاذ ديالنا بإيمان شانل؟
Arnab is reading Quran and everyone else as well. Ali, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah. Ustaz,
Yes?
would you give the entire team an extraordinary?
If they do extraordinary job, of course. Ali, who's reciting with you?
Ibrahim, and then that's it. Ustaz.
Let's start. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
والعاديات ضبحا
والعاديات ضبحا
فالموريات قدحا
فالموريات قدحا. As a whispering.
Not here, but good guess. فالمغيرات صبحا
فالمغيرات صبحا.
صبحا no صبحا
صبحا
فأثرن
فأثرن
به
به
نقعا
نقعا. Cough as a full mouth.
Very good.
نقعا.
Very good. فوسطن
فوسطن
به
به
جمعا
جمعا.
إن
إن
الإنسان
الإنسان
لربه
لربه
لكنود
لكنود
وإنه
إنه
على ذلك لشهيد
لشهيد
وإنه لحب الخير لشديد
أفلا
يعلم
يعلم
إذا بعثر
إذا بعثر
ما في القبور
ما في القبور
وحصل
وحصل
ما في الصدور
ما في الصدور
إن ربهم بهم
إن ربهم بهم
يومئذ
يومئذ
لخبير.
خبير.
Next call. Assalamu alaikum. Abdul Wahid and Ikram, go ahead. Abdul Wahid, I want you to recite up to.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Abdul Wahid, you're going to read up to وَإِنَّهُ عَلَى ذَلِكَ لَشَهِيد, and then Ikram can finish the surah. Go ahead. Half and half.
What?
Go ahead. You can start your recitation.
from والعاديات?
Yes, from Adiyati, and then you're going to stop in the middle of the surah and your sibling can finish the surah.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعاديات ضبها فالموريات قدها فالمغيرات صبها فأثرن به نقعا فوسطن به جمعا إن الإنسان لربه لكنود وإنه على ذلك لشهيد وإنه لحب الخير لشديد أفلا يعلم إذا بعثر ما في القبور وحصل ما في الصدور إن ربهم بهم يومئذ لخبير.
MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. Let's take you. Ikram, Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام.
You can start.
Actually, I recited.
Oh, and who's reciting after you?
First, Abdul Wahid recited, and then I recited after him. I just
Oh,
continued.
MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. Extraordinary batch to both of you, MashaAllah. Okay, they both sound so similar. Have a look at this. قدها, we say قدها, قدها, Barakallahu feekum. Subha, subha. This is not ha, but it's a ha. Barakallahu feekum. Boys and girls, this would be the end of Madrasa TV show, and well done to all of you who call in to recite. You guys are awesome. We're going to be back tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala, live at 4 p.m. on Eman Channel. But remember, tomorrow we're going to have some new segments, inshallah ta'ala, for you. Tune in, inshallah ta'ala, live. And for those of you who wish to watch any part of this show again, you can go to our YouTube, type Eman Channel, you'll find the show recorded and saved there on YouTube so you can watch it again. Those of you on YouTube, well done to all of you. Call in tomorrow to recite. For those of you who call in and you're not answering, guys, if you call in, gotta pay attention so we can tell you to recite. Tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala, everyone will recite. So call in tomorrow. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.